I know that my camera is blocking me a little bit today, so I apologize for that. Interesting. It's always such a process to get all of my windows in the right place once I hit go live. There we go. Hi, Cara. And I am... Good morning, sister. How are you, Di? I've got to get my... For some reason, I'm struggling with my Instagram window. Normally, it is right where I need it to be. And it's just not today. And I'm sorry, I have to have my camera up high because I'm doing this mousse that is big, and so to even try and get it on here is a bit of a challenge. Okay. Hi, Riley. Good morning. It's a family morning on TikTok. I love it. I love, love, love that. Okay, and my issue today is why isn't Instagram being nice to me? I'm going to go like so and see if this will do it. Peeking there. And Cara is on Instagram. That's awesome. Oh my good Lord. I'm going to end up clicking something I don't mean to click. Okay, I did it. I'm here. Let's get painting. Well, okay, I'm here, but let's get painting, and now where's my paint? So I started this big mousse. So, great story about this one. This is the third time I am painting this shape. And I feel like this is one of those pieces that, you know how when they are hi Jess, tell Seth I say hi too. When they're finding or restoring paintings that are hundreds of years old, and they're like, oh wow, there's some under there, there's more under there, there's more. I feel like this is one of those. I'm sorry this camera is blocking my head here, but it's just kind of the way it is. Maybe I'll try and shift a little today. That's a little better. But it had an early attempt, like my first attempt, and I just didn't like the way I had done the antlers. And then I've had it on my wall with painted in blue and had resin over it and everything. And I just didn't, I never posted it. I never said it was for sale or available because I just didn't like it. So I'm giving it another shot today. I started it last night. So I decided instead of, I think the issue is it's so big, and I was trying to do big dots at the antlers. I think that was the issue. So I'm going to just cluster dot all around, just do the free flowing whatever style dot all around it. So that's what I'm going to be working on now. And I normally don't do base dots on lives, but I'm really trying to stretch my brain. And this isn't like requiring a pattern or anything, so I think I'll be okay doing these. I'm going to go for it. But I had zoomed in a little, just so you can, oh, I guess if I'm doing cluster dots, I should not be zoomed in. It wasn't focusing right before. That was another issue that I had. It was not. I just mixed these paints last night, and look at that. This, I don't know if you can see that. That one's already starting to separate. So I shifted my body, and now I'm at a weird angle for certain things. So if you see me kind of doing this, that's what's going on. So I'm going to open all of these. Where's there? And I need to mix the darkest color because I just added more to it, and it's not pure of that color. It has boogers. It needs to have a little bit of something else in it. Just a little bit of something lighter in it. Because this just is like, when it's pure, the Hauser Dark, it's almost too dark. So we'll see what that did. Hopefully it did what I made here too. Riley, is it snowing in Fairbanks? We have big fluffy flakes here. This is going to be a lot. Sometimes using these really big ones makes weird bubbles pushing out. See? A little bubble pushes out. So I gotta try and make it big enough. You see that? It just, what am I doing wrong that it does that? A little bubble pushes out. Going nice and slow. Diane, if you're still there, what's the weather like in Portland now? Hi, Jan. So, Jan, just to tell you really quickly, Luna was so obnoxious. Seriously. Rainy in Portland. She was so obnoxious. Oh, that I put Musaboo down? I did that for you, Jan. Yeah, it's a Musaboo. In fact, I think I just realized I didn't change the title on the Streamlabs, so it's only Instagram that has that title. So I'm glad you're on Instagram. Did I do method to my madness here? I hope it keeps snowing. It's still dark out, but I love watching the snow while I'm painting. Well, Jan, I'm glad you're on Instagram so Cara can enjoy you. So the weather's back to normal in Portland. It's back to normal here. We just had like 30 below yesterday, but it's up closer to 0 this morning, which is nice. Can actually get the dogs outside. They were locked inside. We took Luna's little sweater off her. We got Luna shaved. I think, you know what, Jan? I think that once the TikTok ban happened, I think a lot of us aren't necessarily on social media as much as we were. It was like just a good short little reset. Like, check yourself. You don't need to spend so much time scrolling. And now I like this. Oh, possible snow in Portland. But it's I love you guys, the way so sweet to each other. I look for when people post that people are live, and I go and watch. I'm not looking at videos as much as I used to, although I keep posting them, so I hope some people are. I don't want it to pop off camera too much doing that. It'll be okay. Yeah, there's just a little bit more to life. I had a good night's sleep last night. I love these mornings when I'm like, whoo, I feel fresh and good. What? Oh. How nice. That's a good roommate. I know. Expect me to stick my hand in paint doing this. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, the snow is really... I wonder if you guys can see it. It's dark, but there's enough light coming out of the room I'm gonna hang my, or lower that and see if this will work. Can I do it? I'm not so sure about this setup. Dang it. Nope, it's not really working. Because I can't, let me loosen that. Okay, now I can see the reflection in the window, but what if I zoom? Can you see out there and see me? There's a little few snowflakes falling. So, we got a little bit snowflakey. So I got to see my awesome sweatshirt there too. Jan, this is actually a very old moose that it's on its third life. I didn't like it the first time. I think I messed up the resin the first time I did it. Oh, shoot, now what's going on? I think I messed up the resin the first time that I painted with it. And then the next time I just didn't like the pattern that I had created. Sorry, I need to see if I can get the focus right. I didn't like the pattern that I had created, and then from there I didn't like I didn't like it. It sat on my wall. It was behind me on the wall for quite some time. I just wasn't going to sell it. It was ugly. And you guys are just negotiating bacon. Hey, Jan, what did you get at Dairy Queen yesterday? You never did tell me. Because we were all discussing all the different things we wanted from Dairy Queen that you couldn't deliver to us. But this is the third painting over this. So in a couple hundred years, it's going to be that taking the layers off, or they're coming off, and they're going to see some original ugly. Actually, the first time I did it, I think it turned out kind of cool. It was in those browns you like, Jan. And but I messed up the resin, I think. It was early in my resining, last spring sometime. I don't know what color I just did that with. I hope it was this one. A chocolate concrete mixer with M&Ms. Is that similar to a Blizzard? It sounds like it is. Concrete. Hi, Paula. Good morning. What you doing, Tonks? Come on. Interesting. Is Carver's it's like a chain there? Thank you for stopping by, Paula. Oh, soap Carver's, maybe a frozen yogurt. Okay. Paula, I do appreciate you stopping by. I totally get bad internet at the remote properties. I understand that. Thank you. I've reworked this color palette. This is kind of the back to the original. And I like this better. It's just the gradient of, I call it snow-covered spruce. So sometimes they look totally dark and then they just kind of fade out. Trying to just get that, what they really look like feeling. Okay, I need to do a little in between size. That's kind of big. Thanks, Di. So my sister Diana's in on TikTok this morning. It makes me so happy. I have so many dang siblings and yet I don't see them very often, so it's kind of fun. This one will get pretty with the top dots too, because I'll do like an iridescent on the lightest, and I think I might do some silver in on it too. Diane, you're getting hellos from Instagram. This is what we do. We're now across. Speaking of nuns, who said anything about nuns? Do you have enough? Does Instagram give more room to write comments? Can you put the whole story in the comments? Or is it one you gotta tell me? Wow, those snowflakes are the big fluffy ones that I love. Love them. Oh my goodness, really? When it does that. Jan, this is going to hit so close to home. Diane, I am reading Jan's story out loud. I was sent to an all-girls private Catholic school my 12th year of high school that was not and because she was not welcome back at the public school any longer. So nuns were the teachers and such. Go on, because Diane and I are products of Catholic high schools. Diane went to a co-ed one. I went to the all-girls Catholic high school. But that was by choice. By parental choice and choice. So go on, Jan. Oh my gosh. Jan, we are so connected. Your ex-husband has 2 aunts that are nuns, and you met them at a family reunion. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh, I was in my head thinking that one of them was one of the teachers. I met them at a family reunion that was being introduced to one of them and said a swear word without thinking, so I apologized and said something that isn't there. She pointed her finger right at my face and she said, "You be careful, young lady. I know Sister..." What? Sister Mary Fatass? Did you call one of the nuns Sister Mary Fatass? You're terrible. Oh my goodness. We have an uncle that's a priest. He's pretty funny. He's supposed to be retired. Actually, is he a deacon? Monsignor. He's a Monsignor. Jan, that's awesome. He and my mom, was it 2 years ago, Diane? Or about a year and a half ago they went. Oh, you said the only nun you've ever known is Sister Mary Fat Ass. And that's when she replied, "Be careful, young lady." She knows her. That's just funny. Oh my gosh. No, so our uncle and mom took a road trip from Oregon to Colorado for a family reunion. And they were staying at a hotel, and it was like, I think one of my sisters was checking in on them, how's it going? And Uncle Chuck sends a picture of Mom. Diane, do you remember what it said? I'm going to ruin the whole dang story. It was a picture of my mom with like a full bottle of, like a half gallon of gin or whiskey or something like that. A full bottle. And he made some comment about them or her drinking it. I can't even remember. Dang it, I just ruined the whole great story. It was great. It was so funny, though. This is why I don't tell jokes. Man, Jan, that whole Catholic upbringing just made me go, I can't believe you would call a nun that. The guilt is still so real. Gosh. So Jan said her ex-husband was in the seminary for 6 years before he quit, and the dumbhead came into the bedroom one night in his pastor outfit thinking we were going to have sex. And she told him he was going straight to hell for just thinking it. When I was pregnant with Seth, he was due in December. It's terrible. Scott and I were a priest, and I was the pregnant nun. It was terrible. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. Jan. What am I trying to do? To fill some of these bigger spaces. That's too, I think I grabbed something too big. We'll just take her off the side over here. These colors are pretty close, and I can't tell which one I just dipped in, unfortunately. Jack Daniels, Diane's got the story. So, Uncle Chuck said, to my sister Julie, I gotta stretch this a tiny bit so I can see it. Where is it? So, yeah, my uncle sent I think Julie said she wanted to, is mom free to talk or whatever kind of thing, and Uncle Chuck sends a picture of my mom with the half gallon of Jack Daniels that says, "Julie, hi Julie, your mother will call you when she finishes, after we finish the bottle." And let me give you a little context. My mom she was 84 at the time, and my uncle, I think, was 80, and they've got a half gallon of Jack Daniels on their road trip. Gosh, those two. So funny. Oh, messed up all my comments. Dang it. This one? Yeah, they're great. I know. Cara's praying for both of us now. I was really hoping my mom would be on Facebook. I am trying so hard to get my screens right. They're all... Okay. I gotta get them, in the right order for them to work. Where is Instantogram? You need to come over a tiny bit. Now you. I got it. I don't think anyone's been on YouTube this morning. Or Facebook, from what I can tell. From what I can tell. Alright. Got sleeping doggos behind me. And Luna is dreaming. She doesn't dream noisily very often. It's not bad. There we go. Jan, I was looking through the other things in there, and if I see anything else that kind of makes would give you ideas, just different things, then I'll just drop them in too. Okay. Yeah, I've got a ton on my website right now. I've just been totally stocking up. I've got to send or maybe I'll probably call. I sent emails last week to a couple of businesses, or 6 businesses in the state that I was seeing if they wanted to possibly carry these. And where is the little skip the commercial thing? But it's not popping up. And I didn't hear back, which kind of was a little bummer. I kind of thought I might hear from at least one of them. But I think I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm going to sell myself. I'm going to make some phone calls, call them, and probably shoot another email. And wonder if I could even post something and tag them, those businesses. I'll have to think about it. So, Jan, if there's something on the website that you want, instead of ordering it, check with me first, okay? Because I don't want this shipping to get weird for you on it. and it like automatically throws the $12 shipping on it, which I end up refunding to a lot of people if the shipping is less. Oh, it's because this is rounded toward the edge because it's got so many layers of resin on it. Gosh, I really wish the camera wasn't doing that thing where it's like, it's my forehead. But that's fine. This makes me smile reading that thing from Uncle Chuck. Oh, I just realized. Diane had probably sent that comment that I couldn't remember in my head. Oh my gosh, she sent the picture. Yeah. I think I have that saved somewhere too. Oh, my cute mom. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. And just spread out colors here. My computer is getting more and more paint on it as time goes by. Just drop it regular here. Here you go, getting stuck under the camera again. Sorry. Touched some paint. Over. Ooh. Paint soaking through. Good morning, those of you just popping in. If it's morning where you are, it might not be. Oh, our snow is slowing down. Okay, gonna grab you. Don't use these rods very often, but I'm just trying to get some slightly different sizes. That may not be slightly different sizes. Jan, you didn't see me paint yesterday. I have the most beautiful squirrel. Hold on. Hi, Grin. Sorry, Tonka. This is the only squirrel shape I have right now. But can you see him? So pretty. Look at that cutie. So yes. I know. Jeremy's still out of town though. I can get one, but it's going to be another week before I can get it. So. Yeah, he's cute. So you can kind of see his shape better on the back. Look how sparkly he is. He's that same sparkle undercoat. Oh, you did see him. Yeah, that's the one I did recently. So, yeah, he's getting back. I didn't tell you this. So, this is kind of cool. I do, this is a 24-hour craft shape. I do get shapes. I have, oh, I can look for one. I can look for a squirrel that's like that. With the tail kind of poofing up. Is that what you're looking for, Jan? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because I end up looking, I often will look for the shapes to send to him. So, yeah, send me a picture and I'll see what I can find. But, so, I think it was earlier this week. Gosh, what day, are we on a weekend? I have no idea what day of the week it is. They might, yeah. And I just put in an order with them because they sent me an email asking me, because I've been tagging them off and on, and they'll repost some of my stuff. And they sent me an email, their marketing director sent me an email that said, would you be interested in collaborating with us? What we do is we'll give you a $30 gift certificate, and you can buy whatever shapes. Oh, we have themes set, and we would want you to paint within those themes. So it was like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, spring, Easter coming up. And I said, oh, Anarchy, hello. So good to see you. It's been far too long. But so I thought about it. I talked to Scott about it. I even messaged Jenna about it. Like, I just don't know, because I don't want to. I guess maybe what I did is I asked Jenna. I said, if I do this, and then there are things that you do in your VIP group, could I? Cara says hello, Anarchy. I'm doing great today. I'm having a good morning, which is wonderful. Been a little rough lately, just up and down, but good today. Because I asked Jenna, I said, if I give you credit because it would be your patterns, could I use those? And she goes, we kind of talked about that. And I said, I just don't think I want to do it. I don't paint bunnies and the cutesy things. And so I told them that. I said, thank you. I really appreciate you asking me to do this, but it's just not really my style of painting to paint these things. I said, if you would let me choose my own shapes and do wildlife things, I would be happy to do it. And they were like, oh, yeah, that's fine. So I'm like, cool. So I just got a bunch of shapes that should get here. Because they just had a sale with 35% off. So I think I had like $90 in shapes in there, and tacked the 35% off and then the gift certificate, and it was a good deal. It's good. Anarchy says hello to you. Cara says hello also. They're on Instagram, Anarchy. So Jan and Cara are on Instagram. So they both say hi. I think everybody misses seeing you. How have you been? I love being the passer on of messages. Anarchy Jan says that Grandma needs to get her happy butt over to Instagram for a few minutes. From Jan. And Cara is doing well. She misses her TikTok friends. But you do what you gotta do. And this, at least we can connect through me if you need to. I'll transfer messages. I'll work on being good about kind of reading the comments from both sides. It's manageable. We don't have a bajillion people in here, so. Oh. That was supposed to go to Gren. Well, I think Gren popped in for a second. I don't know if Gren's still in there. Oh, okay, wait. Tell Grandma to get her... Okay, tell Gren to get her happy butt over to Instagram. Let me... This is just great. Jan talking into her phone is always an issue. I'm going to have to work on translating Jan's to what it's supposed to say, then over to the people on TikTok. I got this. I'm not going to be painting much today as I'm translating. Oh my gosh. I love you guys. I wouldn't be smiling this morning if I didn't have the entertainment of the people on here. So what makes me happy? Okay. What color have I been skipping a lot? Possibly. These two are so dang close together that I need to do something in my palette to distinguish them a little more. Maybe I'll just take things a little bit lighter. I'm playing with my palette right now. So this should be Pure Thicket. And then I was using a little eucalyptus leaf, but I'm just going to take these all. I think I added way too much white to that. I'm just going to take it a little bit lighter. Shouldn't have done that much in there. And get that one closer to a white. Biscuits. Just need to distinguish these two. Oh, sun's starting to come up and I can see snow still. Hi, Paula. Welcome, welcome. We've got the UK in the house, we've got South Africa in the house, we've got Florida and Michigan and Portland. Wow. We are all over the world this morning, or afternoon, or evening for some of you. That's cool. That is really cool. People just don't understand how positive this is. Now, those two are too close. I gotta add a little thicket in. 6 for Paula. So it's close to that time for Anarchy, I think, too, in South Africa. This is a moose head. I don't know where my music went. There, disappeared. It's a moose head. Yeah, see, I knew you guys were close. Okay. I think hopefully this will distinguish those colors a little bit more. Hopefully. And it's 9 a.m. here. And the sun is coming up. See what this does. It should be a bit lighter now. I think I better get a different size. It's doing this gigantic guy that's causing the issue with the camera. It's up so high. Okay. Over here. my gosh. So Anarchy lives close to a bar, and it sounds like it's bikers' night because all she hears are bikes going by and racing. Oh my gosh. Well, at least it's still kind of early. It's not so late that it's truly obnoxious. Ugh. Time for a new... I just stuck my fingers in the other side of my... Okay. Little blurb there. Oh, schneid. Don't ask me what I was trying to say, what word that was. It doesn't really bother you. I'm glad. I see you've posted some art, Anarchy, but I haven't been scrolling much lately, so I'm not sure what all you've been posting. Aww. So what's going on? If you feel like sharing, share. If you don't, worry about it if you don't. I'll just be thinking about you. I think I made it all the way around. Yeah. Yeah. Holidays are hard when grief is involved. For sure. Well, we're into February. Time is flying. January went kind of fast for me. Anybody else feel like January? Anarchy probably is thinking it went very slow. But oh, yeah. Was it a struggle in the emotional sense with the house and deed transfer, or was it a struggle in the legal sense, like just getting it done? Good. I'm glad you're doing better. That is good. It's okay to have our slumps, as long as we eventually start creeping out of them. Just don't want to live there for too long. So I'm glad you have found me this morning, because that makes me very happy, truthfully. See, I'm going to go like this. You can see me being very happy. Yeah. Well, and that, there is so much to the legalities of everything. Thank you. Is this my friend Pat Bolton on Instagram? I need to know if it's my Prineville friend, my Pelly friend, because that would make my heart huge today if it is. Yeah. I'm glad, Anarchy. What was I doing? I got all distracted. Pat! You guys do not understand how great this is. Okay, I've got to there, get out from behind the camera. So Pat is one of my dearest friends that we call our Pelican friends from Oregon. I taught with her close to 30 years ago is when we started. Oh my gosh. Oh, how are you, my friend? So Pat, I go, see, people say hi. This is such a friendly crew of people. We've got people in here from South Africa, from the UK, from Michigan, from Florida. My sister from Oregon was in a little while ago. Jessica's in Mississippi, I think. Is that right, Jess? So I'm watching comments from both Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I've got like 3 windows open, and TikTok. So I've got people on all different apps watching. But so it's fun. Hello! Look, we've got more people popping in. Toronto. Look at this. We're all over the place. How fun is that? Ah, so fun. So fun. I was going to say, how's Asia today? Aww. Thank you, Pat. I think of you so often. And I have a polar bear for you. Because I know you got to see polar bear this past year. So, but I want to hand deliver it. I don't know when I'm going to get down there again. So, we'll see. I feel your love, Pat. My comments don't come in on one app. That's why I have different windows open. I can get YouTube and Facebook comments to come in on one app through the Streamlab thing that I use to stream to go to multiple. And then I just have an Instagram window open and a TikTok window open. So I'm just looking in one place and they're all on my computer screen. So when you see me going like this, that's my reading glasses getting there just right. So, yeah, but it's pretty cool. And Asia's got, see, Asia, I love that you take naps. That's me. I hit a wall sometimes really hard. Yesterday I was like, oh, I'm doing great. And then Scott woke up and I'm like, great. Scott just got up because he works night shift. And I'm like, oh, now I want to go to sleep. Yes, a visit and a polar bear and a pelican, because pelicans get pelicans as well. Cheryl said she might be coming up here. Coming up for work. She's starting something new, hopefully. She's in the final stages of getting it worked out, I think. So I might get to see her up in Alaska while she's working. That would be cool. Asia, where are you? That it's lunchtime. It's still breakfast time around here. It's only 9 in Alaska. The paints are going to dry out. I just spend so much time sitting here smiling and laughing and being happy to see people. Okay, it's time to bring out the smaller sizes. Oh, you're in New York. Very cool. I just love this. It really is so cool. The internet is a great place for things like this, where we can just be having dinner. Oh, cool. I'm glad, Pat. Give my Pelly hugs. It is that time of year, getting close to March I feel like March is a time that we would get together. I don't know when I'm going to make it down to Oregon again. We were supposed to be down this summer for a good chunk of time, but I don't know if you know, Marin got engaged, so we kind of put coming down this summer off because she wants to get married up here in the fall. So, oh, I didn't know that. So Asia, you're a nurse? Or nursing as in a baby? Now that I'm reading that, it could be either. Yeah, I find I do that too. Take a nap, so. Marin is my daughter, yes. Yeah, she got engaged in November. See, that kind of nursing. Yes, that does wear you out. And not only that, if you have a nursing age child, you deserve all the naps. Either one of those, nursing as a job or nursing as a mother, will wear you out. Either way. Okay, back to work, guys. Definitely don't get things done as quickly as I do when I'm just... well, and I wish, but Miss Marin is, Mom, I want a tiny wedding, and I would much rather have the money for Devin and I to travel. I'm like, well, I'm not going to argue that. We can do a small wedding. And what she's thinking right now, and this is really cool, so initially she wanted to get married on the Oregon coast because she loves the stormy side of the Oregon coast. She has visions of pictures with wind blowing and even rain and, dress flowing and all of that kind of stuff. She has those kinds of visions, and I love it. But then she's like, well, it might be hard for some of Devin's family to get there if we did that. And she really just wants it like our core family and his core family. Just really, like, and my sisters are like, what? No aunts? No grandma? I'm like, I don't know. We'll have to see when we get a little more into the planning. But she wants to do it in Valdez, which is where we've gone year after year after year fishing. And she has even asked, she's been looking around at like different places near the water. She doesn't want it at a venue. She doesn't even really want like a reception, really, but I think we'll do something, we'll make sure there's some sort of something, even if we go to a restaurant and and eat there or whatever. But she asked is it possible for us to take a boat and go to a beach that she just remembers us going pee and taking pictures with fish growing up. And that's something that she's like, I just love that that's what she wants. It's something so core memory, you know, that's where she wants to get married. So she and Devin and I, Scott, will be working, but it's a good 6-hour drive on good roads, not winter roads, to get down there. So I think we're going to go down over Memorial Day and just go explore and see what we can find. And then I have an idea. I know somebody that's got a boat. His daughter got married out on an island out of Valdez, and I may see if we can hire him to take us out. We have a boat, but it's just not a great boat if the weather isn't good. So, although Scott would like to probably use this as an excuse to get an ocean boat. That is the wedding plan so far. And we just send pictures of potential dresses back and forth. But we're expecting an outdoor 40-degree, 50-degree, stormy, rainy wedding. Hi, Eve. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Hi, Tina. How are you feeling today? Hope better each day is the hope. So I am using an application called Streamlabs. My son is a gamer, and oh good, I'm glad you're feeling better. My good morning, Eve. When the TikTok ban was coming on, I was like, I really wanted to try and build up YouTube, which is a total fail because there might be one person watching on YouTube right now, but in time it'll grow. I'm giving it time. And I just asked my son, is there anything that you know of that would be helpful and make it possible for me to continue to stream to TikTok, but try to, hi Martin, but try to get into, the other applications. And he said, try Streamlabs. A lot of gamers use it. And so within Streamlabs, it allows me to set up like a vertical screen and Kara, and a horizontal stream. So that's what I'm working on, Tracy. I paid for a year's subscription to Streamlabs, so I'm giving it a year to grow and see how it does. So, and Catalina, all of my favorite people, like from my personal world, are popping in today. This is fun. Makes me so happy. So like if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, it allows you to see it horizontally, and I'm like, my little talking head is up in the corner, and so on TikTok, I figured out after a couple of times I should put me at the bottom so I'm in the comments. The comments are over me and not over what I'm painting. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm using a little extra application recommended by my gamer of a son. It's working pretty good. It's I haven't looked at the video yet, and I'm using you can see it, that this is the webcam that I'm putting on the what I'm painting, which normally I have it lower than my chin, but because this moose is so big, I couldn't get around it, so I'm trying to like shift around it to make it so it's not blocking my face, but it kind of is anyway, and that's fine. So that's how I'm doing it. It's magical. Yeah, and I like it. Jan, Jan's picking on Cara. Cara's not feeling well. She's got some cramps going on. And Jan's reminding her that, the good news is she's probably not pregnant. So I try and pass on comments too because you can't see what's on Instagram. I could, if I had more like YouTube and Facebook comments, I could, if with this, put those comments on the screen as well. Oh, okay, that's going to take me, like, moving to the, over there is where I do resin. So I would have to shift everything over, but I could do that. Which actually would be kind of good to do because I think from when I see people do resin, I do my resin differently. So I probably should do a live doing that. Because I guess I can't say it. I mean, I might be doing it wrong, but it's working, so I guess I'm not doing it wrong. It's right for me how I do my resin. Oh my gosh, I made those like peppermint swirls because I dipped in the wrong color. Okay, I'm going with the light color. Find some dark spots and put the light in. Yeah, that's it. And I think, so maybe some of Jan's comments we're not sharing with everyone. Maybe tomorrow I'll do that. I'll do my live over there because I have a few things to resin. I can start over there. And then I like that idea, Tracy. I think I will. Hadn't thought of doing that. You know what? I think the morning is good for me. So it will probably be. I'm just more. It's my good time of day, my alert time of day. So when I'm fresh. So I can't do it tomorrow. Well, it would be a little later tomorrow. It might be about this time tomorrow. That would make sense. I'm having a very early morning MRI. I have to be at our imaging center at 6:45 a.m. So it probably would, I think I would be back. So it takes about half an hour. Yeah, so maybe I would say close to this time, Tracy. Let's shoot for that tomorrow. I think I'll be okay. It really, like, this whole neck thing I have, they're checking my shoulder because there's enough weakness in my shoulder, but it is likely nerve pain and caused from the herniated disc in my neck. So Tina, if I'm just to the point where it doesn't hurt all the time, which is good. And painting is the one thing that is not it's my, how do I say this? I feel like the weight of my left arm pulls me enough that's causing that, like when I have to stand for a while or I'm walking around or doing that, that's when I start getting the nerve pain because my arm just feels, I think it's just pulling that tension on my neck because everything is so tight. And then, but when I'm painting, this is when it doesn't hurt. My arm is rested, my neck is in a stable position, it's, yeah. Oh, that's right, Tracy, we've talked about that. Yeah. That you have had several. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think it's anything that's... Okay, Paula, thank you for stopping by. I don't think that it's anything that is going to require surgery. I think I think they're probably going to end up doing an injection, and I'm doing physical therapy, so not that the physical therapy is really helping much at this point, but in fact, every time I do my exercises, I'm like, well, now it all hurts again, you know. But it is stretching things out that have really gotten tightened up, and I need to make sure that I just feel like I've lost some range of motion and everything with my shoulder, so it's good that I'm doing physical therapy for sure. Where can this go? Yeah, and my issue is in C5, C6, a little C7, I think. And it's big enough herniation that it is pushing on the nerve. But most days I don't need medication. I don't need to take anything to settle things down. It's just, it was pretty bad earlier in the week, but it's good today. You know what, it's a couple of days after I've had physical therapy. That's probably part of it. It's had time to rest and settle down a bit. Okay, I think I'm getting to the actual ball tool size here for these dots. That's frustrating. Is it, have a great day, Asia. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Oh gosh. Tina and Tracy. I'm grateful this is short term for now. We'll see if it continues on. I still have coffee. I'm telling you, I did finally put together, and I don't even know if I've put my link tree anywhere where it's accessible. I gotta figure that out. Adding my link tree to things. But I put a thing on a page on my website, recommendations and stuff, and I put my mug warmer on there because I get to drink hot coffee the whole time I'm painting. Is that a nerve medication? Duloxetine? JD, good morning, or afternoon, or lunchtime, about where you are. Well, good. Well, hopefully both of you get the relief that you need. Oops, don't get sloppy. Okay, I think I've had these paints open for like an hour and a half. I'm gonna close them and do one at a time at this point. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by while I paint a very large moose head. Hi, Terry. Now you can see it. Can you see it now? Let me pull it there. See, get the whole guy, his whole head in there. Almost. Turn. There he is. Just about all of it. you know, the kind of mousse you put on your wall, the profile shot. This is the third try at this exact shape, I'm telling you. I have, first time I messed it up with resin, I think. Second time, I just didn't like it. Oh my gosh, what did I do there? Hit it somehow. Oh my gosh, struggles are getting real, guys. Dropping whole Q-tips in water. So I'm hoping that third time's the charm on this one. I'm hoping. I can tell I'm doing so much better today than I was yesterday when I was on a live. Like, this music yesterday was too much for me. I couldn't handle music with a beat. It was like killing me. It was just brain overload. So I love when I can see a distinct difference in how I'm feeling day to day. And today is definitely better than yesterday. And I think I was live yesterday afternoon. I just think I probably should stick to mornings or right after a nap when I'm fresh. For seriousness. This is not a custom. It's just one. Have fun, Pat. Love that you got to hang out. Enjoy your hike. Have a wonderful day. Love you too. Yeah, good days are good. No, this isn't a custom. Like right now, honestly, I am just painting. I don't have any customs that people have ordered. I am building up stock. And I really need to sell myself. I need to either, while I'm painting, this is available. If you like it, let me know. Or I've got to take the time to contact the businesses I sent emails to last week. So maybe I'll make some phone calls today. And touch base and see if they got my email. And if they are potentially interested, would they like me to send them a sample? Kind of thing is my thought. So I'm Jan, there you go. That's my problem, Jan. I can't stand around. I think I would do fine if I were selling at, bazaars and markets and, our farmer's market. I think I would do well. And I know you weren't referring to that kind of selling myself. But that's what I don't have the stamina for. So I'm trying to do this, in a way that I can continue to paint. And I think that if I were trying, I was thinking of the small samples. I think you're right, Tracy. I think maybe I'll call and say, I sent an email and can I send you something? Send an ornament, and to give them a better visual of what it is that I do. And I can send them like a couple of stickers. I think I'm going to get keychains and stickers are things people want all the time here, because when they come and visit, they need something small to take home. That's that's a lot of the reason why I kind of focus in on ornaments. They don't have to be used at Christmas time. I know people that just keep them hung year round. So, in fact, I was just I want to go out and grab a nice scraggly piece of birch and screw hooks into it and make that a place where I can hang some in here just to display them and show pictures of that just as a way. And that's something that maybe with Scott we can even make some of those, and I can put them on my site. Just other little things that I can do. Yep, diamond willow too. Maybe if I get some diamond willow and make some things, that'll be pretty. Things that don't necessarily take me painting them. That's another thing that I want to explore. Hi, Tom. Ah, what did I drop? Oh, my computer came unplugged. I need that to be plugged in. Hold on. Hold on. Hi, Luna. That was the movement of the neck and shoulder that hurt. Funny under a table. Hello. How are you? Are you sleeping? You look sleepy. It's funny, Luna's in here on a dog bed, not Tonks. Hello, Nate. Family's popping in. Yeah. I think you're right, Jan. Okay, Tracy, we'll see you when you get back. It does, and they are, especially, I think you're absolutely right. So I think I will, I think you're right. I'm going to get on the phone today. Hold me to it. Ask me tomorrow. This is a moose head. So there, try and get it so you can see it. So this is the third time I have painted this exact piece. I think I messed up the resin the first time, so I had to sand it down. Because when I look at the back, can you see that? So I sanded it down. Then I painted it again on this side, and it was blues. It was blue. And I didn't like the way I had done the antlers on it. So I'm like, I'm just going to redo it. That's one of the cool things about this, that I can, and I just pulled I have an Alaska shape that I was just messing around with doing different things. And I ended up not liking it either. I'm like, oh, I realize I've thrown a few pieces away that I shouldn't have thrown away. Just need to paint over them again. Because honestly, once it has the resin coat on it, it's really smooth, and that's easier to dot on. Silly me. So I just scuff sanded it, and went over it. Yeah. Yeah. I could drop a keychain in. And that's something that's easy for me to, I can just order a bunch of those. I did order some keychains just from one company, I think it was Sticker Mule, and I was disappointed because it's only one side. You look to the back and it's just the white back of the sticker that's in the acrylic. I'm not real pleased with those. I think I have them on my website, but I probably should take them off and just make them giveaways. But I was going through Jenna's videos, just kind of looking at stuff, and she did one where she's unboxing some, and she said what company, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to try that company because they'll print on both sides. It's so much better. Although I have one that I like. It's the shape of Alaska with forget-me-nots that I painted, and Alaska only goes one direction, so if I do have it printed and it's going the opposite direction, I don't know, it'll be kind of weird, but I don't think it's It's me being overthinking it. It's me. I don't need to overthink it. I just need to go with it. I am. Yeah. I think I'm almost getting there on this one. And I have to do this Caribou that I have before I update the Top Dot palette, because I did the Caribou with the other colors. Like this is more the original palette, and then I was updating it, messing with it, and it just got too like yellowy. The green I was using with it, I didn't like it. It lost the snow concept of being snow-covered spruce. So I had to take her back to the original, closer to the original palette. So I still have to mix the Top Dot colors for the lighter ones. I've been thinking how I'm going to... Actually, I think I'm going to just go with hologram, extreme glitter hologram on the light. I think that'll look really good considering it's supposed to be kind of snow covered, and it has the greenish tint to it. So I think that'll look really good. And then I was almost considering for the next color up doing like silver, possibly. A Caramoose. Not a Moosaboo? A Caramoose. Yeah, definitely going to do hologram. I think that'll look great on the light color. And I think I'm going to, it's warm enough today. I just didn't want to leave yesterday because it was 30 below. It's really snowing though. Sun's coming up, getting some snow. My watch says it's -14, but it wasn't even that cold when I got up, so it can't be that cold. And it wouldn't snow with these big flakes at -14. They'd be tiny little flakes. But I want to go to Walmart. I never go to our Walmart, but now that I hear that's where you get extreme glitter, and granted, Walmart in Fairbanks, Alaska isn't necessarily going to carry everything, but I need to go check that out and see if I can get some of the colors I don't have, because I just ordered like a pack of extreme glitter, and I think I need to see what they have there, because there are definitely some colors I want that I don't have. And I'm getting low on some paints, so it may just be a bit of a going to town. And actually I have to do that oh no, my MRI is so dang early tomorrow. Ugh. Nothing will be open when I get my MRI. And it's like it's not like going to Fairbanks is that far. It's 15 minutes away. But it's like, do I really want to go? If I have to go tomorrow, I have to get to the post office today. That I know I need to do. Because I'm excited actually. My tools should be there from Jenna. And I really want to try doing forget-me-nots on this one mousse I have prepped with the 5-petal flower. And so phone calls today and post office, and then I will maybe go, I could go to Walmart tomorrow after my MRI. Walmart would be open that early, I bet. Just never shop at Walmart. If it means I can find extreme glitter, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's coming together, all the dots. All the dots. I think I might try zooming for a little bit. You guys a better look at what I'm doing, and I'll just keep an eye when I turn. Can you tell I'm so savvy at zooming rather than how I was always struggling to zoom within TikTok? I struggled so bad to zoom within TikTok. It was like my nemesis for lives. I never knew if it was going to work. I never knew exactly how I was supposed to be zooming. But now I've got this handy dandy remote with this camera. I'm so fancy. So fancy. Cairo Craziness. What a fun username. Interesting. I think when I get my base dots on this, since I am feeling good, which is great, I don't feel drained at all, I'm going to hop on my computer, get some phone numbers, and call, because they should be actually probably be opening up around 10. Yeah, it'll be good timing. Call some of those businesses that I sent emails to. Maybe if I call half of them today and half of them tomorrow and offer to send them something, and I can plan to get things shipped on Monday. I like this idea now. I'm already figuring out what I would package up and how I would package it up in my head. Tomorrow, I might wait. I don't know if Tracy's back, but I might wait to do the resin live until I have a few more pieces to resin. I usually will I like to actually have several to do. So I need to get a few more things painted before. Yeah, I feel a lot more me today, not drained me and figuring out where words might come. I lose my words way too often when I'm not fully feeling it. And I can definitely pick up on my brain foggery days. I love snow. So, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. Our post office is only open from 10 to 2 on Saturdays. So I gotta make sure I get there. Have some Happy Mail waiting for me. Now that I'll take this down to micro dots. I might go down one more size. Well, brain foggery when it interferes with the words I'm trying to get out is not so fun. But I don't mind that kind of brain fog. What I hate is when I don't, it's like next level brain fog. I call it total brain dysfunction. When I completely have lost something, I do not like that. That's disturbing to me, and it happens too often. I think my most recent one, I didn't find it disturbing, but sometimes it's disturbing. But I had ordered some paint from Tara. She makes paint from Deserted Bliss. I had ordered some paint, and something in my mind was saying, I feel this just feels slightly familiar, you know? And I went and I just searched my email, and like 4 days before, I had fully placed an order. And I had ordered again. So I was like, what the hell? Those are the ones that bother me. It's like, what did I completely forget? I call those Swiss cheese moments. Like, there was a hole in my brain and something just completely disappeared. That I feel is different than brain fog. Brain fog is me not finding words or just feeling foggy. But those moments, that's true, like, brain dysfunction, worrisome to me when those things happen. And they're fewer and far between, those incidents happening. I really think that just managing my stress helps with that. But I don't think I was in any sort of stress during that time. I don't know. But that's frustrating. Those are scary. I've had moments like that where it's like, where's my license? And all I had to do was flip my wallet over and it was right there. Those kinds of things. Those are the disturbing. Like, I'm trying to function in life and there's just a hole. Like, I just can't figure something out that I should know how to figure out. It caused me a lot of anxiety when that was first happening with my long COVID. And I have since learned to not apologize constantly, So that was something I was doing because I wasn't sure if I was repeating myself or really, really not good to be a teacher and have that kind of brain issue. That was part of why I was able to get to retire with disability, is because that was just, it was, how can you teach when you have Swiss cheese brain? Not good. Oh. Nice, Jan. Well, if it's not dry, you still might have cats that are sage colored. What a good color. That's what we have in our bedroom. Our bedroom is like a sage color. We did greens like that in our bathroom, our master bathroom. Okay. I'm sure before I top dot this, I'll go through again and say, okay, I can add little dots here and there, and I probably will. Make that bigger one. But I think I'm going to hop off and be a sell yourself kind of girl today. Not on the streets of Florida for Jan, but to some shops in Alaska and see if I can get my stuff out there in the way that I was hoping to. Yeah, that's us. My students used to, like, there were times, you know, before I got sick where I obviously had distraction issues and stuff, and I'm like, there, you guys are working it, you're distracting me on purpose, I know it, you know. We would have good laughs about it. They're like, what question can we ask her to get off on a tangent? Then we don't have to do what we're supposed to be doing. Smart little middle schoolers. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun laughing. Okay, friends and family, I am going to say goodbye. I only painted this. Zoom this guy out. I only painted this guy today, but he's pretty cool. Third time's the charm. Let's not mess it up with top dots. That's the plan. So, have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. And thank you for spending some time with me this morning. Makes me happy that so many different people stopped by. It was cool to see. I had some great visitors this morning. That made me really great start to my day. So, I probably will be back on in the morning tomorrow, as long as things go okay with my MRI and I'm not like zonkered from that. But have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here with me.